Hello, hello. Good evening, my friends. This is Angy Stewart from Mia Inner Light, and I'm super happy to be here with you guys. Another Thursday, 9 p.m. We are going to do our God at Home. Then we have a short meditation, and then we are going to have a irradiation. So we welcome all of you to come and to be able to stay with us to pray for yourselves, but also to your family, your friends, people that you care that might be hospitalized or might be not feeling good, might be going through depression, suicidal thoughts, whatever. So today is the day to get connected to do it. So, as we always do, we have guests. Today is the God at Home, and we have our dear guests. So, I'm going to bring them. So, we have Claudinha. Hey, Claudia.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Very good. Thank you, Claudia, for always being
Thanks
here.
for inviting me.
It's a pleasure all the time. And today we have Nora. Hi, Nora.
Hi, y'all. How's it going?
Very good. Happy to have you back. This is really good. You are a teacher, but you are also a student, so it's tough.
Everything. Yeah, it's good to be here. Thank you.
You're the full package. You're the full package. That's good. So you are learning so you can apply to your students.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Very good. So like we always do, we always like to have this first 15 minutes, well, maybe less than 15, but to talk about the God at Home. So do you do the God at Home in your house, or you just do here when you follow our studies? I always ask this. So do you do it or what how is it?
Nora?
Nara?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Every day, we find ourselves meditating, contemplating, studying, and reading. But I do have one day that is very designated for a longer time. So even though I do little things throughout the week, I do have a day of the week where I'll sit down and that's the time. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's exactly like this, the God at Home is one designated day, designated time that we connect with the spirits and we try to read a little bit of the gospel or any other book that you might have. So how do you do in your house? I'm not even ask Claudia because me and Claudia, we already said so many times, people are like, no, we want other people talking about the God.
Oh, you're so funny. Well, I have different ways. So one of the things that I like to do, I am kind of a free spirit, you can say. So I don't. The one thing that is the same is obviously a book. So studying a book, um, between heaven and earth, right? So studying that book. So that's the consistency of it. But since I do it by myself, I kind of read, I stop, I kind of contemplate on what it is that, comes through. I have a little notebook I'll write. Angie, remember how you said you write on books? I was inspired to do that. I would never write on books before, but I was like, let's just do it. So I'll take notes. And you know what? Sometimes I will sing. I'll grab the guitar and I will sing. And of course, the prayer, which is the greatest. It's like a closure and a beginning at the end. It's like a little cycle. So it is very traditional, I think. It varies. I like to vary it, right? It can be for
Let's
me.
just see if I wrote here, but look, there is no book that escapes of me. Like,
I knew it, but it's very empowering because before I wouldn't do it, but there's something about when you write, it just stays with you. And I make sure that I do take notes and I write.
yeah. Yeah, no, this is very good. Let me just say hello. Hello, Paul. Hello, my friend. You are so patient with me. I'm driving Paul crazy. So, hi, Oh, nice to have you here. This is a blessing. Hi, Yvonne. Very good to have you here with us. And Jacqueline. Hello, Jacqueline. I see we have 10 people. Guys, if you are here, you want to say just hello, you say something so we actually know you were here. A lot of people, when it finished, they write me, oh, it was good. I like this, I like that. But I wanted to know this, I wanted to know that. The moment to ask questions is now. It's not for me, privacy. Ask questions right now. The questions they ask is nothing really personal, and it's for all of us to learn. We are learning together. Don't feel bad to ask something, and you're like, oh, I feel bad because I'm asking you. No, it is wonderful. We can all learn together, so it's really good. Another thing that a lot of people tell me is that they live alone, and Nora, it takes really discipline to be able to do the God at home alone, because
Sure.
you are alone and you think, I do it or I don't do it. It's the same. It's
It's
not.
not. It's good to dedicate a day, yes, but it's
But
tempting. You get temptations. You
yeah,
do. So I
of
have a day, and and all sorts of things come up, and friends want to invite you to virtually
yes,
meet, or they're calling, and you're like, I have to really, you catch on
exactly.
to it. Yes.
Exactly. A lot of this happens, especially in the beginning. Lots of distractions happen.
You get
People like,
sleepy.
oh,
Oh my
oh, a
God.
party. Oh, well, right now it's COVID time, but when things come to normal, everything will happen. But we say it's like if you didn't develop your discipline to do alone yet, do with us, join us, and at least you will be doing with us, and you can set up your God at home to be with us together. And this is already a start. It's really, really good. And Nora, you are also a musician. So if I had your talent, my spiritual friends would be even happier because they would be listening to me play my guitar.
And I have
I
to
look
say,
forward
it's
to this type of
so
talent in this life.
blessings for that. But I do have to say, I've noticed when you're in that vibration, I'm like, how did the music come? It's so different. Let's just say when I'm like in another frequency, like if I'm just normally playing, but when you're in that state, I cannot explain it. I always wonder how did that happen, but we know, right? It's because
Yeah,
you're tuning in and the spirits are around and they're influencing all of that. And we know music is a frequency and vibration, so it's very different. It's it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice.
And when we are really dedicated, also we do a prayer. We try to connect, to understand the answers, and the answers come. But many times it's depending on us to calm down our thoughts, to be able to understand what the spirits are trying to teach us. That's why it's good. We do the God at home, then we read, and then we reflect, and we do it in a loud voice, so the spirits who discarnated and they are not elevated yet to read thoughts, they can listen and they can understand. But it's really good if we can like stop for a few minutes just to calm down, to thank God, and sometimes to listen to answers to our problems, to our uncertainties, our difficulties. And we have so many. And I'm super bubbly, loud, and yes, that's my personality. But I also go through hard times, through difficult times. Many times I feel overwhelmed that I do 100 things at the same time and they are all incomplete. So I'm like, God, how can I only do 10 things and finish them? And then the students tell me, Angela, just take 10 things, not 100. It's just that I choose not to listen. So, like, yes, I will do that. So it's good. We are always like, we are improving day by day,
Absolutely.
learning day by day. We need it. We need it.
It's
So
true.
let's go. Oh, Claudia, you want to say anything?
No, no.
Okay, so let's actually start our God at home. So, Claudina, can you read us the
Sure. I'm
message,
gonna read
please?
the Happy Life,
Yes.
the sixth message, and it says, "When in doubt, choose the approach that is the least damaging to yourself and your neighbor. Avoid running the risk of seriously harming others. Act calmly and be assured that your action will have an impact on others according to its emotion and content." I think I read this last week, but I decided to read it again because it matches what we're going to talk about it in a
Mm-hmm.
few minutes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Yes, it's good. It's good for us to start reflecting on it. So let me do a quick prayer and then we start our gospel. God, our Mother and Father, thank you so much for bringing us together, our spiritual family, helping us to do our God at home, connecting our souls, and helping us to understand, with the help of each other, the beautiful passages of the gospel, but most of all, putting in practice in our daily lives. Please stay with us and inspire us. Thank you. So be it.
So be it.
Very good. So let's go. Daniela Waze just said hello to us. So hi, Daniela. Nice to have
Yay!
you.
Hi.
Hello, Yvonne. Very good. So today we are actually continue our this beautiful chapter 15. It's beautiful. And the chapter 15 is without charity, there is no salvation. And the items we are going to study today is the greatest command and the need. Wait, is the greatest command and the need for charity according Paul. So it's not a lot. It's only 2 pages, but it's very very deep, very deep. So I will read just little things so we can sparkle our ideas. And please, if you are listening, if you want to ask any question, if you want to say something, we will be super excited to read your comments and answer your questions. So the greatest command, it starts just like this: Sadducees and Pharisees. There were many sects of the Hebrews of the time, and then you shall love your Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. So these are the commandments from that time that Jesus were reciting to the people who asked him. So it was not the Jesus who said this. These were commandments from previous wise people, previous people that came and gave them. And Jesus was repeating and trying to explain. Then we have this beautiful portion that Kardec talks about, and he starts with charity and humility. That is the sole path to salvation. And then selfishness and pride. That is the sole path to perdition. So, what can we talk about it?
Whew. Easier said than done, as they say. It's tough when we really think about it. We're still in these dense cloaks and garments around ourselves that, little by little, we're slowly starting to evolve and get rid of it. But, it's not easy. And even like that, this is what's, coming. We have to practice every day. And I think the biggest key, I think, here is to ask ourselves, like, are we in that place, right? Are we able to connect to others, to love others? Where are we at? I know we were doing this study with SSBA, and one of the things that from Leon Denis' book, And one of the things that we talked about this past weekend was about measuring ourselves. Can we measure ourselves to others? Like if we see someone out there, can we have that love, that agape love, right? That Jesus was talking about, that compassion, or are we still in another place? Like, no, right? And so that's kind of like one of these things where it's a constant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Claudinha.
I was thinking, we are so. I think we are still so selfish, and there's so many things that we have inside that keep it. All those things keep us like the pride, and everything keeps us apart from this whole thing of this charity thing, because it's the word charity. I mean, to give something to someone is not only to give, like we were talking about last week. It's not just to give food or to give some money. It's to give. I think it's to give yourself, your warmest feelings, uh,
Yeah.
to share with your friends, with like to, like Angela was saying, to go out and first thing in the morning say good morning, and the person doesn't respond to you the way you expected to, and you, it's hard because we're still in this. It's a fight inside ourselves,
Yeah.
because we think about ourselves, and we don't want to be hurt. We don't want we want everything for us, for our family, for the ones around us. We don't think too much about the others.
Mm-hmm.
And to start doing really charity and to give something, you have to open your heart. And we don't want to open our hearts, not yet the way we should.
Yeah.
We're exercising. At least we're trying. We're starting,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah, exactly.
it's
And
really hard for us.
yeah, and like we talk about it. It's very easy to talk about, but when the moment of the test come, many times we forget. Many times you forget. You get angry. You say things that you shouldn't. And when it passes, like, oh my God, how did I act like
It's
that?
true.
What kind of
Yeah.
monster lives inside of me, and I don't know. And it's true. So it's good because we start like having these wake up calls. And Emmanuel
Uh-huh.
is the one who tells us that our enemies are actually the ones who test us. They bring us to that limit that are you going to really do what you talk or not? And Dr. Alberto Almeida is the one who says that our enemies, they are the what's the name? The personal trainers. They are the personal trainers of the
Yeah.
soul. I
Yeah.
love this expression. The personal trainers. I'm like, wow, it is true. It's hard to live the.
But there's one thing, Angela. That's what I think we already improved a lot. We cannot say that we are too far.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're starting. I mean, we walked a long way already, because how many? If you think how many reincarnations?
yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. We
and
are we are not in the low stage. We are a little bit better.
yeah.
We are a little bit better. I can't say we are really good, but
Oh no, no.
yeah, we can say like, whoa, they are the stars. But we are so much better. You know, we every time we talk about it, it's something to for us to
Hmm.
reflect. And then we see from us our desire of helping others, our desire of forgiving the ones who attacked us, our desire of praying for the people that they just don't like us and they don't understand us. And so this is already beautiful to see this happening. This is really really nice. I see Jacqueline
Oh,
mentioned something here. So Jacqueline said, even though Jesus taught this thousands of years ago, and that humanity has learned so many things, we haven't learned it yet. We are still wild creatures, and in a material survival mode. Yes, it is true. It is true. But
it's
that's exactly like how Claudia said. We are a little bit better.
Yeah,
I
just
Sorry
a
think,
little.
to
yeah,
say.
it kind of reminds us. I started reading the new book by Divaldo slowly because it's in Portuguese, slowly. But in his first book, the one, Mundo de, okay, so it's the
Regeneração.
Earth of Regeneration. I mean, yeah, the generate, right? And it talks a lot about, in this thing, we need love, right? Going back to, because when we're in this place of love, we're able to understand things, and the chapter one ends with saying, right, love is the biggest light for the forthcoming days of the planet of regeneration. And I think that you're right, we do have a lot to go, but we're already at a state where, yeah, we're ready. Another thing that you reminded me, just because I've had the blessing of volunteering in an organization
Mhm.
just recently. And one of the things that I noticed too, and I'm like, yeah, we still have so much to learn. Sometimes we want to help people, but we want to help them the way we think, right? So, a lot of these people are crossing, they're coming from Central America. They're days, they're detained, they're 15 to 20 days on the road. Lord knows how they're coming many ways. And they're detained at immigration. And then finally they cross. And then they go through this process. And sometimes I noticed I had to like so check myself, like, oh, come over here, blah blah blah. And I just because I just want to go and embrace them, right? And I thought, wait a minute, not everybody wants that. Sometimes
Yeah.
helping is just letting them be at peace and know if you need something, I'm right here. But it takes that awareness, or even like simple things when we're giving a gift to someone. That's right. Are we giving the gifts? Like if we like the gift too much, are we giving a gift, or is it like for us? So it's that kind of thing where you're like, oh my gosh, we're living here. I
Yeah, that's true. This is so funny you're talking about it, but many times I used to buy things for friends, the things that I really loved. I really love this bag, so she will love this bag. And that's really nobody's so loud like me. People like beige. They like black. Not everything has to be pink and red. So took me years to start thinking, would Nora like this? But this is part of a growing. You
Yeah.
started knowing yourself, you started being more charitable, even in ways that we don't think is charity.
Mhm.
Like giving a gift is not charity, but in a sense, like you're giving something you like. No, you have to give something the person will like, the person will enjoy that. So,
That's right. You
oh,
see, the other day, a friend of mine asked me, why do we spiritists we like to do so many like some
charitable
giving, like charities, like some, like we have so many events
act.
to get together and give things or give food or soup or something. And the way I think it is because we're starting, I mean, our way is to exercise. We're starting to learn by doing those things. We are practicing.
Yes,
It's a way of starting.
yes.
And
That's it.
Claudia, it's like an inside thing. You can't help, it's just very natural, very
It's,
organic. And
yeah,
we'll gravitate towards that. And the spirits are always on our side, and they just make things happen. And you're like, wow, how did I end up here? And then you're helping. I say that because I've been in situations like that too.
mhm,
It's like, wow, how did this happen? But it's inside.
Yeah,
We're
in the beginning, a lot of people, spiritists, they don't join the charitable activities because they want. they are dragged into it. They are dragged into it, like me, like
Yeah.
me. I remember my friend inviting us to visit the nursing home. I wanted, but it was not something that I was like the most wonderful thing. I
Uh-huh.
felt like, oh, they are so sick. What I'm going to talk about, I don't know. I talk too much. They're going to be annoyed, and I didn't know what to do. But my friend, he was so smart, and he knows I always love to dance and organize things. So he said, Angie, let's organize an event in the nursing home. I was
Oh,
like,
that
yes,
got you.
There's
he
Angie.
got me immediately. I went there because of an event, and I never stopped. And
Hmm.
I enjoyed going there all the time, not just because of the event, but the event was the first thing that made me go there. So a lot of people that comment about this too, Claudia, they like to say they don't understand spiritism. It's
Uh-huh.
exactly the book that I'm reading, I'm studying right now. What is spiritism? They don't understand, so they like to accuse us of everything, and then they
Hmm.
like to say spiritists, they do a lot of charity because they are buying the little piece in heaven. No, we are
No.
not
Yeah.
doing because of this. We can do for many different reasons, and yes, one of the reasons is that we understand the law of action and reaction, and we understand the only way for you to feel better in the spiritual realm is when you really exercise love. And
Yeah.
sometimes alone you can't do much. Alone, your bank account, you send a check here, a check there, but you are not feeling it. You are just sending money. You are not feeling. It's very
That's the
different
point. The
when
feeling.
you do it. Yes, it's
Yeah.
very different when you do something. Like, for example, here, the loving bags. You are
Hmm.
preparing the bags. You are all together. So you have that harmony of friends working hard. And
Uh-huh.
then you go to the streets. You see them so happy to receive. Like you, Nora, you are receiving these people who were so many days without knowing if they are crossing, if they're going to go back to their countries, and they arrive and you say hi, welcome. So it's something out of our ways, and then we learn, we enjoy,
Hmm.
and we bring more people to this. So this is really that's what how the spirits say, if you don't feel like doing it yet, just do it.
Yes, yes. It's a lot
One
of
day you
work.
will feel like doing it.
It is a lot of work. Yes. I mean, if we place ourselves, like if we do it for maybe an organization and we do it for a couple of hours, I'm like, we come out very tired. And so, but it's a moment to like not think about ourselves. I find myself, like, whoa, you come back to reality because you're living in this place, you're interacting and you're connecting with everyone around you, the volunteers and the ones that are there. And it's just this energy and this vibration that is unexplainable. I think Claudia said this. It's that feeling, that heart coherence, like you said, it's unexplainable. But if you go for it, it's it won't stop. It's like if you really connect to it.
Yeah, it's also like when you do something that you like, you don't feel you are tired, you are overwhelmed, you're stressed. You like it so much that you just feel like yes, I'm so happy to do it. So you do it. Like when something is like you feel like it's a job, then it's different. Then you're like, oh my god, then it's different. Then is different. So,
Absolutely.
what can we say about, just to finalize, the need for charity according to Paul? So, this is the second portion. Just for before we finish, I really love how Jesus defined charity. So, that's what I wrote in my book. So, in the question 886 of the Spirit's book, Jesus gives the definition of a charity. So basically, it is benevolence, indulgence, and forgiveness. This is charity. So Jesus never mentioned
That's
giving
it.
money here,
Let's
giving
go.
this,
Let's
giving
hear.
that. So his charity is a high level, and you know, when you think benevolence, you know, benevolence towards the errors of the others, towards the mistakes of the others. So we have to be like, okay, I also make mistakes. So it's really important that we exercise it, the indulgence and forgiveness. It's like, wow, this is already a lot of charity together. You don't need to give anything. If you're able to practice this, you don't need to give money to anyone because you're already giving so much more. But this, the charity according to Jesus, that's the very hard one. That's tough. And what is the charity according to Paul? Yeah, this I can't talk. I talk too much.
Oh, can I make an observation as an educator?
Sure.
Well, it's very poetic, right? Charity is patient, benevolent. Charity is not envious, not rash, not full of pride, not scornful. I was thinking, it's so interesting as an educator when we have the rules or the procedures in the classroom. Before, the classroom were like, no talking, no disrupting, no getting up without the teacher telling you, no cell phones, no food, no gum, no, no, no. Now it's no, we don't talk like that. It's more of a positive intervention where we have like 3 or 4 rules: be a friend, be responsible, etc., right? So when a student, you're trying to work with the student and you say, um, don't, let's remember, let's be responsible. For some classes, I noticed that they're like, oh, yeah, responsible means I'm supposed to be with my materials. I'm supposed to be, well, now it's virtual, right? So I'm supposed to be there participating on the computer and so forth. But I have classes, and I'm getting to the point with this. I have classes where I say, be responsible. They're like, pues que es eso, miss? What's that, miss? You have to explain. It means this, mijito. It means this, mijita, right? And so you start talking to them, and I think it's so interesting the way that here now they're telling us using a lot of that no rash, not, charity is not envious, not rash, not full of pride, not scornful, not look after them, does not take offense. It's not so we're still like learning so much. And the prayer is that one day, we can be in this place where all this the spirits have to do is put the word be charitable, and we don't have to go back to this idea of no, no, no. We know what is yes, yes, yes. And so I was like, oh, that's super interesting. That's real interesting. That's the way I saw it. I was like, okay, got a lot to go, but well.
Yeah, but the teachings in the past, they were all like that. They had to forbid to have something good. So basically, this is old fashioned. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't, the Ten Commandments. Don't kill. Don't betray. That's how it was. And maybe when we have new Ten Commandments, we'll love, forgive, whatever. But we are still we couldn't understand the don'ts. Imagine the positive affirmations.
If we're still not
Hard.
understanding
Yeah,
or using it,
yeah.
can you
But
imagine?
it is true that the new generation, the new kids arrived with a better computer system in their brain, and that they don't accept a no as an answer. So it's exactly how it's been tough for the teachers and for the parents. Because the parents from my time, they just say, don't, and I didn't. Are you kidding me? No, never, never. It's a death sentence. But with my son, for example, I always said, don't. Why not? And it was not because he was like misbehaving, but he wanted to understand why not. So that's how we have to apply it now for the new generation. But our generation still have a hard time to understand it. Still have a hard time. In the future, will be exactly like the beautiful poem for Paul. He gives all this beautiful explanation, and the answer is love and do charity. That's it. That's it. When we learn how to do these two things, love and charity, that's it. And I love the way Mother Teresa always described the charity, because charity is love in action. And it is true. So soon we will be able to do it. Let's be positive and let's continue having good teachers and good parents, because the new generation arrived being defiant to change our way of thinking.
Yeah,
That's what
you
happened.
absolutely remind me of something. I remember in my high school, in order for us to graduate, we had to do 75 hours of community service. I hope that schools are doing that, because that was a great way as a young person to start getting already involved, to
Mhm.
start getting the kids
Yeah,
involved. Yeah.
exactly. My son has to do 150, so the whole vacation will be very dedicated this year. So very good. So now let's move on. Let's do our short meditation. This meditation is specific for treatment. This is not a passive. This is really the irradiation. So the meditation itself already talks about the breathing that's so important. That the Claudinha last week was helping us to really connect with our breathing. So that is very, very good. So let's move on to our meditation, and I hope you all stay here to finalize the radiation. Then we come back to say good night. So, Claudinha, if you could help us
Sure.
with prayer.
Yes. So let's close our eyes and let's sit in a comfortable position. Let's relax and let's help relaxing by breathing. Let's inhale a very deep inhale and let's exhale very slowly. Let's do it again. Inhale and exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale and exhale. And we're so happy to be here with this talk, getting together with friends and with people that think just about the same as we do, and at least people that want to grow, want to evolve as we do. And our Master Jesus, I'm sure he is here with us because he said that we're two people or more, when they were together, there he would be. And so I'm sure that he is here with us, very happy to see our improvement, to see that we want to be better each and every day. So thank you, dear Jesus, for us being here tonight. Thanks for our families, for our homes, for everything we have. But we need to ask you to continue helping us to open our hearts so that we can be more giving, that we can be more loving, that we can detach from all the anger, the envy, and everything that we have inside that stop us or that does not help us to grow. So we ask you to continue here with us to the next portion of our study tonight and continue helping us to keep together, always insisting in getting better each and every day. So be it.
for healing. This meditation may be performed alone or in small and large groups. It's intended to raise a field of energy referred to as the current, and the energy of the current is conducive to both healing and spiritual work. Please sit comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and keep them closed during this entire meditation. Place your hands on top of your thighs with palms facing upward. Please do not cross your arms or legs, as I would like you to remain open to both giving and receiving energy. Let's begin by taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and hold. And breathe out through your mouth. Again, breathe in through your nose and hold. And breathe out through your mouth. And once more, breathe in through your nose and hold. And breathe out through your mouth. As you take your next breath, I want you to imagine that you are breathing in a brilliant white divine light through the top of your head. It's as if the light of God is entering through the top of your head and filling your upper body. Now, through your mind's eye, let's travel back in time to the beginning of creation and connect with the first thought of our beloved God, infinite intelligence. As you connect with the energy of our Creator, you feel a sense of serenity, peace, and love. Everything is okay, as God provides us with protection. There is a spark of God's energy embedded in each of our souls that connects us to the current and to each other. As we maintain this precious connection with the divine, let's turn our attention towards our physical body and Mother Earth. Since all of the elements that make up our body come from Mother Earth, it makes sense that the energy from our planet forms an integral part of this healing current. So now, let's journey to the center of our planet, into the fire generated by the molten iron that forms the core of our planet. The energy that comes from this enormous heat inside the Earth is so great that it's easy to imagine it traveling up through the crust of the Earth, through the ground, and into your feet. As you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to imagine that you are connecting with this energy from the Earth as it comes up through the floor and into the bottoms of your feet. Let the energy travel through your ankles, your shins, your knees, calves, and thighs, until it settles in the area of the groin, also known as the base or root chakra. It's been said that the base chakra energy can bring prosperity and give one a sense of power. In our case, let this energy give us the power to heal. With every breath, the energy in the lower region of your body begins to grow. Let this energy come up the back of your spine until it meets with the divine energy in your upper body. At the moment these two energies meet, you have an excess amount of healing energy, Energy that is a combination of divine cosmic energy, your own vital energy, and the energy from Mother Earth and nature. Now, let's use this energy to raise our healing current. As you take your next deep breath, I want you to concentrate on your left palm. Imagine that energy is beginning to collect on your left palm. Notice your palm may begin to feel heavy, and it may tingle and feel warm or cold. As you continue to breathe profoundly, I want you to imagine that a brilliant ball of white light is beginning to form on your left palm. With every breath, it grows brighter and begins to take on weight. Let your fingers curl upwards a little as you are now holding a ball of brilliant white light around the size of a small grapefruit. Concentrate and feel the sensation of a ball of white light on your left palm. Only some of us can see energy and the human aura, but many of us can feel energy, and this sensation proves that healing energy is real. As the energy continues to grow on your left hand, I want you to now concentrate on your right hand. As you take your next deep breath, feel the energy that is beginning to collect on your right palm. As you breathe in, imagine that a brilliant ball of white light is beginning to form on your right palm. With every breath, it grows larger and more brilliant. In this moment, you are holding two brilliant balls of white light. Feel the energy. Continue to breathe and concentrate so the balls of white light grow and fill the palms of your hands. As you continue to hold the balls of white light, I now want you to concentrate on the area in front of your heart, the heart chakra. As you breathe and concentrate, a beautiful multicolored divine energy begins to accumulate in your heart chakra. With every breath, this divine multicolored light grows larger and more beautiful and begins to turn into a divine rainbow of light in the shape of a small ball. You are now holding 3 balls of divine light, one in each hand and one near your heart. Notice that the balls of light each delineate the corner of a triangle, a symbol with great spiritual significance among different cultures and spiritual traditions. As you continue to breathe and concentrate, the balls of light grow larger until they form one huge, brilliant ball of multicolored divine light. Hold this ball of light in both of your hands and offer it to the spirits for healing and spiritual work as directed by God. It's been said from above that many times our healing comes from our gifts and service to others. Let your gift of light and prayers contribute to this healing field of energy known as the current. In the name of God, in the names of the good spirits, let us incorporate the divine light. And so be it.
My friends, now that we feel this divine light surrounding us, this beautiful energy, let's imagine this current going through our physical bodies, going through our homes, and traveling really, really quickly, going to the house of our dear friend Claudia, penetrating in her home, surrounding her, connecting with her positive vibrations, her loving vibrations, and quickly traveling to the house of our friend Nora, also surrounding her, connecting with her loving vibrations. And this energy starts growing more and more and more. And from Nora's home, it starts going to all the homes of our friends who were here today with us, starting with Paul, then going to Yvonne's home, then going to Jacqueline, Daniela's home, Alicia, all the friends that were here with us, and also with all the ones that will be listening to this recording later on. We are making this long and strong chain of love. And at this moment, we are full of these blessing energies. We want to take a few seconds to really think and visualize the people we love, and we want to transfer some of these good vibrations to them. Let's be in silence and imagine in front of you pictures or quick videos of all the people that you want to receive a little bit of this energy. And now that we have all thought about our loved ones, I also would like to extend this spiritual irradiation to the father of our friend Claudia Nunes, who is sick in the hospital, trying to recover, and he needs this treatment, he needs these vibrations. So let's all think about him too. And let's extend our love to everywhere in need, especially the hospitals, not only with the COVID patients, but with all the patients, with all the diseases, all the difficulties, to all the medical personnel, the nurses, the people that work in the hospitals, to all the people that need, the ones who are sick but are not in hospitals, the ones who are depressed, who are going through very, very hard times, who are even thinking about suicide. Please, dear God, help them to receive this loving energy and help this to be like a boost in their energies, a light in the darkness, making them to understand that life will be better. Hard times, they come, but they will also leave. And we need to be stronger to be able to overcome them. And with all this beauty, with all these good vibrations, we extend to everywhere, to the nursing homes, to the places where there are children without mothers and fathers, to the countries that are hunger, to the people that live on the streets, that every day is a struggle to be able to find food or shelter, to all of us in general, Master. And with these thoughts, this chain of love starts returning to where it started with me. And at this moment, the chain of love closes, and we feel these good vibrations penetrating not just in our physical bodies, but in our souls. We feel stronger, we feel happier, we feel an energy that we have not felt before. And with this thought in mind, we say thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for always being with us, never abandoning us in the moments that we go through the most difficult times of our lives. We know that we are being taken care of. We are being protected and guided. Thank you for all of this. And please help us to come back again next week to continue our treatment and this irradiation that we share our good vibrations with the others. Thank you. So be it. Hello, my friends. Very good. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's always a blessing. I feel that this meditation and this irradiation really help us to at least to calm down. For me, it's like this, to help me to calm down. I'm always accelerated, and helps me to calm down and really connect with the enlightened beings. We feel these vibrations penetrating our homes. Thank
Always
you so
very
much.
emotional. It's
Yeah,
always,
always
yeah.
super connected.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nora, for
Thank
being
you,
here
Nora.
with us. Claudine, thank you all
Thank
of
you,
you.
Angy.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you. It's always good, and we need these good vibrations. So let's keep doing it, because it will be better soon.
It's true.
Mhm.
God bless you all. I hope to see you soon.
Good night,
Bye-bye,
everyone.
everybody. God bless you
Good
all.
night. Bye,
Good
Nora.
night.
Bye, Claudia. Bye, Angie.
Bye.
Bye.